Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to talk about aestheticism. Aestheticism is a movement in the visual arts and literature which spread in Britain in the last part of the 19th century. It can be considered as the English counterpart of decadentism and symbolism in France. Aestheticism started as an anti-Victorian reaction against the materialism and ugliness of the industrial age, the moral restrictions of society, and the dull utilitarian philosophers. Its origins can be traced back to the Romantic poets, who still have love for nature and a disapproval towards the industrialized New World and the hypocrites that inhabit it. The materialism spreading everywhere and money becoming the most important thing in the world leave the artist with a need to escape from the political and social scene into the aesthetic isolation. Yes, why would the artist stay in such an ugly world? A world that suffocates all the beauties? John Ruskin said, "What we like determines what we are. To teach taste is inevitably to form character." So, the artist retires to live for the sake of beauty, to live as a work of art, free from all moral restraint, researching all kinds of sensations in an intense living experience. The artist's task is to be attentive to the attractive and the gracious, so he was a transcriber not of mere facts of the objective world, but of his own sense of it. With the aestheticism, art had no reference to life. It had nothing to do with morality, and it did not need to be didactic. The aesthetic movement values beauty and sensuality. It used symbolism, an elusive language, and synesthetic effects that are correspondence between words, colors, and music. A young aesthete is Oscar Wilde, who's mainly remembered for The Picture of Dorian Gray. That's a novel about the duplicity of life, homoerotic love, beauty, and it also has Gothic elements. Dorian Gray is a young man whose beauty fascinates the painter Basil Hallward, who decides to paint his portrait. The portrait satisfies Dorian's desire of eternal beauty, but by this he sells his soul to the devil. His soul is now in the picture, while Dorian lives only for pleasure, making use of everybody, letting people die because of his own insensitivity. He leads a wicked life, and when he goes back to the painting, he sees his spiritual corruption on the portrait's face. All the corruption and the horrors he committed translated into the canvas as a wrinkled and loathsome face, while he still remains young and beautiful. Dorian can't stand the repelling vision, so he tears the canvas apart, but by doing that, he kills himself. Finally, the picture is restored to its original beauty, illustrating Wilde's theories of art. It has reflected the beliefs that the artist can express everything, is never excessive. Art is the surface, but at the same time it is the symbol. Art is eternal, and it is life that imitates art more than art imitates life.